Welcome everyone. This is Christy Warnick. I am here and this is Energetic Alchemy. So I love working with energetic alchemy. Everything is energy and I love to mix and match things. So the alchemy that kind of comes in with that. So it's really fun to work with and also it to help people all over the world. So let's get started today. We're going to talk a little bit about manifesting, okay? Because to me, I find that very fascinating. I help people with that all the time. And it really does. Intention is a big part of manifesting. It's one of the major components there, okay? You've got to kind of be in alignment with certain things or be at a certain frequency. Yeah, that helps out. But really, that intention, what have you put out there? So be careful with your words, the things that you say, the things that you think, and also your actions. So all of this kind of plays into manifesting. So, but I'll share with you really quickly. I had someone contact me this week. I normally do like energy healings, clearings, things like that. And so that I help people with all kinds of health issues and conditions, but also to get them in alignment with financial, more like financial abundance. But I also help with family and relationship issues somewhat. And so, but I do have a lot of people that come to me with health issues or to help them with. Like today, I had someone contact me to clear their home and their land because there was some negative and not so good energies there. So, but the other day I had someone contact me. They were wanting a reading, like a card reading or just an intuitive reading. And so I was like, sure. So I can do that. And so they were wanting to know if they were going to get their job back. It's because they had reapplied for a job that they had left. And so I find this so fascinating because this has happened not just with this, but other things. And so before I even did the session, she scheduled the session. And so I called her and she said, well, I already got my answer today. They called me. And I was like, oh, really? So what did they say? Because I had already been kind of checking behind the scenes, seeing what was going on, and I was getting yes, that she was going to get her job back. So, and sure enough, she said that they called her, and she just had to go in and do a test, and she was good to go. They were going to rehire her. So it's funny how things like that happen, because when you contact someone for a session or for a reading or something like that, sometimes things just automatically start shifting and changing because you kind of put out there a certain intention. And so, and that happens with a lot of my clients when they schedule a session because they've made an intention to contact me because they're ready for some change. And then I receive their, the confirmation that they've, scheduled a session and all of that. And then things start shifting automatically from that point. It's just amazing how that works. And I've had that happening more and more this year than ever before. And so things are really speeding up. I mean, things are happening before, the session even starts. And that is so great. So I love that. And so I wanted to talk about manifesting today. And people really connect that worthy, that deserving, that good enough with receiving, okay, and actually knowing how to receive and things like that. So I would love to do an alignment and healing around that for everyone. But I do want to kind of, and a lot of this comes from people's beliefs and their perspectives, because if you think about it, we breathe air, right? So do you go around asking yourself or wondering, am I deserving and worthy of this air that I'm breathing? No, it just happens. It's just there. It's there in abundance. Okay, so the abundance is already around you. It's just the way that we label things, the way that we have perceived things to be, and when it can be that way for other things. So do you believe that having $1 million Are you worthy of that? And you know, or not? And so a lot of people, they don't believe that they are. They don't believe that it's possible. But yet it's possible to breathe all this air, because, you know, otherwise, you know, you wouldn't be here because you're still living. So you have that air. So that's just a different perspective there for you to kind of look at it that way. Look at how much abundance we have of just the air that we breathe. Or, you know, anything around you. Look around you. See what, you know, what all's around you. What do you have an abundance in? And know that everything is energy. It takes the same amount of energy to manifest even the smallest of things as it does larger things. It's just that somewhere along the line, there's these beliefs that it's more difficult, it's harder, it's complicated, things like that, or it's not possible. Okay? There is a major universal law, and this comes from the highest source, that anything is possible. Anything is possible. That is like a big, big rule, a big law that just exists. And if it happens, something happens one time, it can happen anytime. Miracles happen all the time. And I love helping people to inspire them and empower them to recognize that, to realize that. And once they do, it's amazing how many things start happening just because you've changed your beliefs, or you actually realize that so much more is possible. Okay? So let's ask, I'm going to ask now, just overall, everyone listening now, watching now, and on the replay, where are you at as far as that deserving, that worthy, that good enough? We're just going to lump all that together, okay? And just get a score, 10 being the best and 0 being not so good there, okay? So let's see, overall, as far as being worthy, deserving, and good enough for the things that you do want, like, so for those beneficial things, for those positive things, for those things that do truly serve you in the best ways, okay? Those kinds of things, okay? So we're going to see if you actually, you know, how far along everyone is. And so just know that you could be at an 8, 9, 10, but someone else could be at like a 1 or a 2. So we're just going to get an overall average, okay? So it's not for anyone specific here. It's just overall, just so we have a starting point. So we're at a... Okay, it's at a 3.6 out of 10. Okay, so that worthy, that deserving, that good enough for the things that you do want, those things that are positive and beneficial and productive. Okay, so we're at about a 3.6. Okay, so let's see if we can get that higher. Okay, so it'd be nice if everyone, and this works on the replay too. Okay, so if everyone could just kind of get an idea of what it is that you do want. If you're not sure, just, you know, whatever makes you feel good, just know, if you already know what you don't want, that's a good starting point. We worked on this last week a little bit with Siobhan when I had her on the line. So if you know what you don't want, just think of the opposite, or either just come up with something like healthy and happy, because everyone would love, seems like everyone would love to be healthy and happy. That would be a good start, right? So, and like I said, that financial abundance, you know, just, and that freedom, that kind of thing. So just kind of get an idea in your head, and just go to that feeling. Like, what would that feel like? What would that what does that look like to you to have that? And if it comes up, just do like baby steps. If it's a little much for you to take in at one time, just do your best to just maybe take it small. Just think of one thing. If thinking of a lot of things is a little much for you. So you can just do small things. You can always go back and watch the replay and do this again with something different. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and let's see. I'm just going to clear out anything to do with unworthy, undeserving, or not good enough. Let's just clear that out first of all. And just take this time for yourself just to take some deep breaths and just let go of whatever you feel that you would like to let go of at this time. It will work. It will clear out that. Okay. All right. So keep doing that. I'm going to see if I can find a module here that will help with that. Okay. Okay, just shifting out that old programming, those old belief systems that are no longer serving you. Because we're coming up, we're in a time now, we're coming up even faster on this time where things are speeding up, okay? Even more that you thought may not have been possible is becoming more possible, but it was really possible all along, okay? People are just realizing it. They say that people are waking up, but it's really, you're becoming more conscious, more aware of things that aren't actually true and the things that aren't. So you can let go of those things that aren't, okay? So we're just going to clear that out. Like I said, this works live and on the replay, so you can share this out, live or on the replay, and it works. And it's intended to work for your highest and best good. Like I said, just be ready to let go. Okay, like I said, if you could just get in mind just something that you would like to manifest now, okay? It might be something from your future that already exists, and we can kind of bring that into the now. Like I said, we went through this process a little bit last week with someone, but I wanted to do this overall for everyone now, and really bring in that deserving, that worthy, that good enough. Downloading, integrating, activating that for anyone that chooses to receive now. So you can just say yes. Okay, you can say yes, or you can just be open to receive. And I have a list of downloads that are beneficial for everyone. And I've done these before, but these are really good. And it really aligns you with that abundance, that positive abundance in your life, okay? And so I'm just going to read through these quickly. Like I said, you can just say yes or just be open to receive if you choose to receive. These are like just positive, beneficial beliefs that are for your highest and best good. They're just overall beneficial for everyone, okay? Everyone can use these and benefit from them. And also it's bringing in those frequencies and those morphic fields too, those energetic blueprints. So it kind of gives you that. So I'm just going to do a little clearing of those non-beneficial, non-productive ones first, asking that those be cleared out now. Okay. Now we're just going to read through this list, okay? And this is what you'll be receiving if you choose to do so, okay? So it's self-responsibility, self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, self-love, self-confidence, self-acceptance, self-esteem, self-worth, self-compassion, self-empowered, self-awareness, self-respect, self-disciplined, self-trust, self-reliance, self-control, okay? And then we've got gratitude, abundance. We've got allowing those things that you do truly want and choose and that are beneficial for you. We've got safe, supported, manifesting, and expressing creativity, integrity, healthy relationship with money, worthy, deserving, and good enough. Okay, so if you choose to receive those, just be ready to receive, and I'm just going to ask that those beliefs be downloaded now, aligned and balanced on all levels if you choose to receive. And the supporting beliefs and programs around that, like you know how to be, or you know that it's possible and it's safe, and any others that are beneficial, that are for your highest and best good to receive, that are supporting of those, that are in alignment with those. All beneficial, all positive. Bringing in those frequencies. And be sure to put in the comments if you experience something, if you feel the energy shifting, if you feel things kind of moving around there. Okay. Okay. Bring in those morphic fields. If you don't receive them all right now, like if it might be a little much for you at this time, you can always go back and watch the replay and get these again or get more of them then. And so just, you know, you'll just receive what's best for you at this time, okay? All right, so bringing that in. Asking that shift your anything that is non-beneficial, we're just shifting to what is beneficial for you as much as possible at this time, okay? Okay. It's still coming in, still settling in. Okay, and like I said, to get that picture in your mind, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Okay, so I'm going to bring in this field. Okay, it's an energy field just to kind of help things shift in the best way. You can just let me know in the comments if you sense something, if you feel something. What do you feel shifting and changing? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel more positive? Do you feel, you know, that things are changing, that things are, you know, looking a little bit better for you, things like that? Some people may feel a shift physically even. This has happened before, okay? So leave it open to any and all possibilities. Okay, so bringing that field in, aligning you with that in which you do want, like the things that are beneficial for you, that are for your highest and best good, things that are, yeah, more in alignment with that, like I said, just being healthy, that deserving, that worthy, that good enough for being healthy, for having that financial abundance, having that love in your life, whatever it is that you're wanting, okay? And see that, like, see what that looks like in the future. Like, if you can't see it happening right now, what does that look like in 5 years from now? You know, let's say it's already happened and you can see that, like it, as if you're watching kind of like a movie even. So what does that look like? And let's just bring that energy to the now so that things shift and manifest more quickly, okay? All right. Just going to do an overall clearing. As this is shifting, I'm just going to clear out any energies that are non-beneficial there. Clear that out of the way. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring in some vitality energy, that just restoring that vitality within you. Okay. All right. And I'm going to test again here in just a few minutes to see where everyone's at overall, as far as that worthy, that deserving, that good enough for that, in which you see as already happened for your future. You know, that is, you choose to manifest. Okay. And that's what you focus on, you know, and you really, you know, do your best to align with that. Ask yourself the thoughts that you're having, the things that you're saying, the things that you talk with other people about. Are you complaining about the things that you don't want? Because that's giving it energy. That's kind of causing a little bit more of that stuff. So, but if you actually kind of stop for a minute and think, is this in alignment with what I truly want? And if it's not, let that go. And then do your best to shift those thoughts, those words, those things that you're talking about to where they are more in alignment with what it is that you do want, okay? That is very beneficial, very helpful. And it does. It takes some time for these things to shift sometimes. But sometimes, if you're open to any and all possibilities, they can shift like instantly. It really can happen that quickly. And start with something small. Maybe kind of give it, play around with this. Ask to see something in their synchronicities. It kind of gives you an idea if you're on the right track or not. Like if you find a penny on the ground, be excited that you found that penny. Okay, it may just be a penny, but hey, it's a start. So it's kind of letting you know that you're on the right track. Okay. And just to keep going in the best direction, the right direction. There's not really a right or wrong, but people tend to label things that way. So just know that, that whatever is best for you, just stay on that track. Okay, so look for those little signs. Notice what you notice, okay, and just see what changes. And if it's even just the smallest little thing, kind of celebrate that little thing because that raises your vibration. Get excited about it. It raises your vibration, your frequency, and it helps you to manifest more things more quickly. Okay? So that really does help as well. Worthy, deserving, and good enough. And you can just say that to yourself. I am worthy, deserving, and good enough. Okay, I did a post this morning about I am. I am is very powerful. The I am presence. You can actually work with Archangel Michael. Ask him to help you to strengthen your I am presence. And that way, anything that comes after the words I am is more powerful. So that way, when you say your affirmations or things like that, like I am financially abundant, I am loved, I am healthy, those things will have a little bit more power to them. Okay? And if you don't feel comfortable with the I am, start with I choose. I choose to be healthy. Okay? That's you making a choice. I did another post this morning about choice, the power of choice. We all have the power of choice. It's do you choose to stick with it or not? Okay? So once you make up your mind and you choose, that's when things can actually, but you got to stick with your choice, okay? You can't just kind of go back and forth because then you're stuck kind of in between. So you really want to make a choice and stick with it. And it's okay if you change that choice to something even better or a little bit different, but don't go back to where you started from, okay? Just keep moving forward. And that's another good affirmation is I am always moving forward with everything getting better and better. Okay, that's something that you can just tell yourself. Another good one is I love and accept myself for who and what I am. Okay, so when you send yourself that love, that helps you to raise your vibration as well. All right? Okay, so how are we as far as being that worthy, that deserving, and good enough of these things, these positive, beneficial things? So let's see where we're at now out of 10. Let's see. Right at an 8 out of 10, which is much better. That's double what it was. And this will continue to shift and change things, okay? So you can go back and watch this again and again, and it'll keep raising that. It'll keep you moving forward, like we talked about, moving forward with things getting better and better. So when you do that and you watch the replays, it does work on the replays, okay? So I'm just going to bring in this field. We've got just a minute here, so I'm just going to wrap this up. So really just see that coming to you now, like really getting closer and closer, multiplying that feeling of already having that. Just aligning everyone with that now. Like I said, leave in the comments. I go back and look at the comments. So leave in the comments what you experienced, what you felt shift for you, okay? Everyone received some kind of shift, so it's all for your highest and best good. So, yeah, so just leave in the comments, live or on the replay. And let's do that. And holding this as long as possible. We got one more minute here. Aligning you with that. Worthy, deserving, and good enough. Yeah, it's getting up in the higher in the 8s, almost to a 9, okay? So keep that up, okay? Keep working on that. Keep doing that. Meditate or just do something fun to get you in that higher vibration and really, really work on that. And everything, you will start to notice things shift and change, okay? So notice what you notice. And everyone have a wonderful week. Be sure to like and follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/Christy Warnick 1. I've got all of my replays are on my YouTube channel. I do other shows on my page and other pages, so be sure to check those out, okay? And I look forward to seeing you next week. Be sure to contact me if you'd like to work one-on-one with me, and you can schedule a session. Just go to ChristyWarnick.com. And I will see you all again next week. Have a wonderful week, and go and manifest and have fun, okay? Thank you so much.